Oh God, I can't even begin. Y'all just be ready, because you know how we do this. Y'all already know. Y'all know how we get down. We have some folks on here. Y'all, we have the stuff covered. Y'all don't ever know who's gonna be here. Let me get some thumbs up on Will's feed.
Make sure the static is gone. Make sure you can hear me clearly. Hear us clearly. Come on, give us something right there.
Everybody's good on Latika's feed? Good.
Let's straighten it out. Oh.
Did y'all hear that?
We good on it? Oh, yeah.
Straighten all right. Woo, go, Will.
Oh, yo, I got a
little my pride on you.
Yeah. Shoot. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
All right, guys. We got a little legal situation we got to take care of first.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are solely those of the guests, viewers, and other contributors. These views and opinions do not necessarily represent those of the Talking Tea with Tika and co-host Will, its staff, and or any or all contributors of this show.
All right.
With that being said, Will, I think you had some things you need to
yes, let me go and say this.
Get it off your
because honestly speaking, we don't do no pre-interview with anyone before we bring them onto the show. Because this allows the show to keep what we've always set out from day one, is to keep the authenticity of the show as is. If I got to pre-interview you first to tell you what you can and can't say outside, we don't allow no cursing. That we do tell all of our guests, no cursing. But beyond that, we have no idea what anyone is going to say. When you hear it, it's the first time we've heard it. So we all hearing it at the same time. And so I think that within itself keeps the show very authentic.
I agree.
Also, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out, to Josiah. Hey man, great job on your interview, man, that you did on your live. And for that, Tika and myself, we want to say thank you for stepping up to the plate and bringing out, doing a live right after the show that we had that week. And so, here's the reality. And this is my reality. I don't speak for me. I can't speak for Tika right now, but this is my reality. Is that no one can take away anyone's account on how they came up in life. We don't know what you went through or what you did during your time of coming up. We don't know this. Like me, I came up during the Houdini Grandmaster Flash era. I came up doing that. So you can't take that away. And what I went through during that time. So that's the reality for us. Also keep this in mind, is that oftentimes when someone tells us a thing, that is their account on their coming up. Now, here's the reality. Thankfully, because of what was said, let me stop this. Here we go. I'm going to leave that right there for y'all so we keep something hidden in the background. Thankfully, because of what was said, it brought out. Now, I didn't realize that there was that many, because I'm not from Chicago. So I didn't realize there was that many people from Chicago that was in what I consider now would be the originals back in the day, back in the 70s and 80s doing this dance. It brought them out based on what was said. So when we first started on this journey of tradition versus evolution, it was simply about trying to get the 51 states. I heard me say last time we was on Chicago, you are the 52nd state in the sense of saying that it's 51 of us that don't know. The other 51 of the states, you all were, we know Chicago's a city, of course, we're talking about Illinois now. We're the stepchildren.
That's right.
And so we don't know how it all started. So when we embarked on this journey of tradition versus evolution, it's because of you all that we're going to get a chance to narrow it down and get to the nook and cranny, as my grandpeople would say, of how it got started.
Right.
And so I'm going to try to cut this off. Now, at this point, simply saying this. Thankful because what was said, a lot of the people that's been dormant in a sense of for years who have not said anything have come to life to give us a, hey man, that is not how this here started. And so for that, for those we want to say thank you for all of your comments, your phone calls. We want to say thank you. So with that being said,
let me say this also, just from my perspective of it. This show was created for dialogue. At the end of the day, it was for dialogue. I'm very, very new in this dance.
Yes.
Will has a little bit more experience than I do, but we still are we're babies.
Yes.
We're foreign to this. We're in Atlanta.
Yes.
You know, this dance originated, who knows? At this point, I don't even want to say. I don't know, but it didn't originate here. Let me just say that.
Not in Atlanta,
And because
Georgia.
it did not, we're seeking this information, and not just us, other steppers that we travel and go places. They have no clue about this dance. So that's what this show is, platform is for. We know a lot of people have referenced this show on their show, and we appreciate it because at the end of the day, all publicity is good publicity. So we do appreciate it. And if you ever want to come on the show, give us a call.
Yes. And not only that, because think about this. If no one told you your history, if you didn't have family reunions, no one told you about your history, how would you know how you got to where you are today?
We just want to know.
We just want to know.
That's it.
Simple as
We
that.
sit here, like he said, just as shocked as you are when certain things come out. And guess what? There's going to be even more shocking things said on Talking Tea with Tika and
Co-host
so
Will.
get ready. That's why we always tell you guys constantly, have you some tea and some shades available.
You better have it.
We're not playing games over here. You need to have you some tea. Someone asked me the other day, was this Long Island tea? I can't tell you that.
It's
Let
tea.
me just tell you I'm over 21.
Yes.
Not much over, but I am.
Yes.
How about that?
And so, in the goal that
So-
we are trying to make sure that what was started back in the day doesn't get lost as we continue to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so hopefully with today we will get some of that.
Tracy says it opens the door to communication. Communication brings information, and information brings education.
Correct.
Man, that is good. Well said.
That may be
well
the show
said.
slogan.
Well said.
I
well
like that,
said.
Tracy. And
well
you know what,
said.
Tracy? There are several people that, let me tell you something. They're going to be on when we go live, they are there. And Tracy is one of them. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for your
Yes.
support from day
Yes.
one. Thank you
Very faithful.
so much.
So
Anybody else have any other questions we want to address right now? Not yet?
Good.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Do we want to go ahead and call our guests, or do we want to go through announcements, or should we do announcements?
let's do announcements now, and then do it again at the end of the show, so that
We'll
way
do that.
people that are just coming on.
There you go.
All right, so the 4th annual ATL Icebreaker 2016, that's going to be October 13th through the 15th at the Omega Sci-Fi World Center here in Decatur, Georgia. And it's going to be called the Blue Light Basement Party. So for more information, go to www.atlicebreaker.com or call 248-636-3472. What's up, Lamont ATL Ballers?
That's what's up. Let's mention our prayer list again.
Yes.
Big Al was still praying for you.
Yeah, and he's making tremendous progress.
Praise
and so
God.
thank God for that. Because you look back when it all started, you know if that young man was going to make it or not. But God said
Did
different.
that. Yes, he did.
God said different. Until your number is called, I don't care what nobody said, they can count you out. But the one person will never ever count us out, and that's God
How
himself.
about that? And Al, you doing that.
Boy,
We're
you doing that.
And the videos that people posted on his wall, oh my God. Some of
Yes.
them had me where I wanted to cry.
Yes.
I mean, I was like, oh my God. Guys, keep it coming. Because
Yes.
if it were you, you would want us to do the same for you.
Right.
We have Marvin.
But hold on, let's go and jump to let's also just say thank you to Coco.
Girl.
Girl, let me tell you something, boy. Once God bring you through this here, boy, you better know you got a great woman by your side who stood by you from day one.
Stand by your man has a whole nother meaning
Boy,
when it comes
she-
to Miss Coco.
Coco,
It should have
girl.
a picture of Coco in the
Yes,
dictionary.
absolutely. So, girl,
Because,
Angie,
baby-
you doing this thing, girl. And I'm proud of you. And I know God is going to bless you for your diligent work. Not just because I know you do it because you love him, but because God going to see your endurance and all that you've done for him. And God's going to bless you because of that.
Get that-
She's checking in from the airport. She's listening.
Hi, Coco.
What's up,
Thank
Coco?
you, boo. You know we're
Hey,
gonna
baby.
do it every time.
Yes.
We want to also talk about Marvin Byers.
Marvin Byers. Yes.
He's in need of prayer. So if you guys know him, I think he's more known in the ballroom and arena. So we'll
Yes.
talk about him. Kim Davis also is still fighting her battle. So we have a
Yes.
lot of events coming up for her. We have one with the 23rd of October
Yes.
at the VFW. They're doing a workshop. I think it's Ronnie B and Rhonda
Yes.
and Sugarfoot and Devan.
Yes.
Y'all don't want to miss that one. That's here in Atlanta at the VFW in Decatur. Then they also have another. Then we have the YOLO. Well, we can't skip over that real quick.
No.
So the 22nd of October is the YOLO Celebrating the Stars.
Yes.
The 23rd of October is Kim's benefit workshop.
Yes.
Then after that we have the 28th.
28th, 29th, the weekend, and then they're gonna be doing another benefit.
Yes. Here in the city. So
yes.
the locations to be announced on that, but we'll get more information to that on that for you guys.
Yes.
We also, I know the Fan Man. I am not sure of his real name, but I know him as the Fan Man. I know he's in need of prayer as well, so we're praying for you. And of course, William Perry, Casper, we're praying for you and believing God for your healing as well.
Yes.
That's all I have right now. So if there's anyone else that you would like for us to mention on the show, definitely send it to talkingT2016@gmail.com.
Yes, y'all get us an answer. We're doing this right off the fly because we know we want to do it. We know it's happening, but we said we would not make announcements unless you send it to us. So get that information to us because we want to make sure we get your information out there as well.
And don't tag us in the flyer.
No, tagging us ain't gonna help us. Send it to the email address talkingT2016@gmail.com.
Because we this close to having a budget. All right, well, let's get started. The name of the show.
Yes.
Tradition versus Evolution, the tale of two cities.
Yes. I like that.
What two cities?
Well, right now we're just gonna stay in Chicago. Right.
We're going to stay in Chicago right
It's gonna
now.
be just two different sides.
There's two different sides. Now, I will be honest, I am looking for someone to interview from Detroit. I'm just going to put that right on out there.
Yes.
I have some folks in mind, but y'all let me know who y'all want me to interview from Detroit.
Yes.
And we will. Y'all ready?
Let's do this.
Well, let's do it. I'm waiting on you.
All right, well, let's go ahead and make this phone call. With this young lady on the line.
Let's see. Let's see who we have.
Before I put her name, let me see if y'all know who she is by voice, though.
I hope she answers the phone.
I hope she answers the phone, too. All right, here goes.
Miss who? She answer your phone since you on. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Hey, don't call your name. We're going to see if anyone know you by voice right quick before we show your name. Can you hear us well?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can y'all, if y'all can hear her, give us thumbs up on both feeds, please.
Can y'all hear her? Say something else, babes.
Hello.
Can y'all hear her? Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Very good. Very, very good.
All
We're
right.
excited to have you. So
Yes.
hold on one second. We're going to let the folks know who we have on the line. We have royalty. Let me just do this real quick. Y'all know that's my customary thing. When we have royalty, you have to give it up. When credit is due, you have to do that. So what we did was we said, we're going to go to some sources. We have this young lady on the phone, Darlinda Russell. Y'all give it up for Miss Darlinda.
Y'all got it.
Good morning, Darlinda.
Good morning.
How are
Good
you?
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We actually
Well, no,
afternoon.
it's morning there.
Oh, that's what she's in Chicago, so it's afternoon. I mean, it's morning there. Yes, good morning, Darlinda.
It's good morning, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Well, we appreciate you for coming and being a part of our show. This little small, thank you. This little small show we decided to start doing. We have heavy hitters like yourself willing to be on the show, and we are honored. Trust me, we are extremely
Absolutely.
honored.
Yes.
I have some questions for you. Can you hear me pretty well?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How long have you been stepping?
I have been stepping since 1968, since I was about 8 years old.
1968. Wow. Okay.
How many years is that? 40? How many years is that?
Well, actually, we were bopping back then in 1968.
So you were bopping back then, okay?
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, Ms. Darlinda. Do you think it's important to know other dance forms? Or not necessarily?
Do I think it's important important to know other dance forms as far as what we're doing now as far as stepping?
Yeah, I mean, do you think it's important that we know bopping or ballrooming and any other? You think it'll help us with stepping?
Well, yeah, you know, all aspects of your style of dancing when it comes to stepping. But you know, I mean, like what we did that in our day, in the 70s at the King's Club in the dungeon era, that's the era which I came out of. So, you know, we were more, you know, street style type of, you know, steppers, because, you know, you had the players and all of them coming in with their tailor-made suits on, and, you know, so we was more smooth stepping back then, and smooth bopping, you know, back then. So, I mean, you know, like the person wants to add something, you know, to their style of boxing. I mean, you know, it don't hurt to know all of, you know, those different styles to add to what you already got, you know. But what we were doing is what we were doing, and we were just more smooth with it.
So, just kind of over the week, I've been hearing that because bopping has more of a hump to it. I was told, and of course, since last week, there's been a lot of, I don't want to say controversy, but a lot of conversation. I don't like to use the word controversy, but a lot of conversation. And it was said that the smoothness actually came as a result of ballrooming. Is that not the case?
No, because what we were doing, as I said again, what we were doing, we were more smooth. We had more footwork. We had more style. We had more, you know, rhythm. It was a soulful, you know, type of dancing. We didn't do ballroom. We you know, because we didn't know ballroom. Like when we, you know, came out of the King's Club, we were just, you know, more smooth with it. We was, you know, we weren't doing that.
So now I'm gonna ask you, do you skate?
Yeah, I come from a family of skaters and steppers. You know, I have 13 sisters and brothers, you know, and we all were skaters and boppers back in the day, you know, and it took Sam Chapman to, you know, call it stepping. So because when we started, well, actually with my sisters and my brothers, they were doing it back in the 60s, which was bopping. And then before that, my mom, my grandmother, and them, they all were doing the swing type of dance, which pretty much went into bopping. So as far as other cities who were doing what they were doing, you know, what we got out of it after the 60s is, you know, we were doing our own thing. Especially when we got to the Keepers Club and the dungeon.
The dungeon. I've been hearing that.
Yeah, that name has come up a whole lot. The dungeon. Yeah, that name's come up a lot.
The dungeon.
Yeah, I heard
Yes,
the dungeon was literally a dungeon. Like it may have water on the floor and everything.
It really was. It really was.
Y'all didn't care. It didn't even matter.
The dungeon was our, I would say, everything, you know, because whether they had water on the floor, water in the corner, or whatever, it didn't matter because we were doing our thing. We were, you know, we was in our zone, you know, the same, you know, for the King's Club, you know, on the west side, you know. So that era, it didn't matter as long as we was up in there doing what we were doing.
Well, let me ask you, Miss Darlinda, did y'all have wooden floors in the dungeon?
Say that again?
Did y'all have wood on the floor in the dungeon?
You know, no, it was more like concrete. We were dancing in water and concrete. It was so messy at the dungeon, you know, but like I said, it really didn't matter because, you know, we were doing what we were doing, and like I said, it didn't matter. You know, and back then, you know, like I said, I could only go to, you know, a lot of these people that are from the South Side back in the day, you know, I used to didn't hear a whole lot about. The only people that, you know, that was really, really down was 39th Street Boys, you know.
The 39th Street Boys. Okay.
Pat Skipping. Huh?
Okay, I'm just repeating what you said. The 39th Street Boys?
Yeah, the 39th Street. Them guys to come over to the King's Club, man, and to be off the chain. You know, Little Mike and all of them. So, you know, as far as the Wild 100, I wasn't in that Wild 100 because I was I was from the West Side, you know, and the farthest that I would go because I was young was, you know, the dungeon and the burning spear. You know, I used to have to latch on to my brother Nut. He was one of the coldest steppers on the West Side.
Okay,
you know?
so maybe make me understand something, Miss Darlinda. So for what you're saying, there were like, I don't want to say gangs, but there were like groups, like you had.
What? I didn't hear you.
There were groups, because you mentioned the 100 something.
39th Street
The
Boys.
39th
The
Street.
Wild 100, the Wild 100.
Okay.
You know, a lot of old school steppers come from the Wild 100, but I didn't know a lot of them guys, girls. I didn't know a lot of them.
Okay, I have a question for you. And I so, you know, right now where we are today with stepping, and I guess my curiosity still stands is, how come someone didn't really, and I don't use the word step up to the plate, but do whatever it took to keep the, I guess the bottom line, the history or the originality of this dance as it was, even though we know things have begun to evolve. But thankfully, as a result of what was said, now, I said earlier on the show, is that a lot of and we thank God for you all finding, you know, a lot of you all coming out, and I would hate the word dormant, but it was a lot of you all was kind of quiet. And so people like myself that's been in the game very short time, we wasn't afforded opportunity to get to know dancers like yourself and some names you already mentioned, like Ty Skippy and people like that. And so oftentimes, even when I travel and come to Chicago, I don't know that I get a chance to still to see some of the what we call now as the original steppers back in the day that doing the bopping and all that. What happened to everyone from that aspect?
Well, a lot of those people are still around. A lot of them don't come out. A lot of them do. But you see more of the new school style of stepping right now, which I don't, you know, it's not anything wrong with it. It's just that, you know, they're not doing what we actually did back in the Cuban Club days. Now,
Okay.
as far as, you know, why we didn't grab hold to it before this dance got out to go to other cities, you know, I was doing what I was doing. I was in Chicago with Cuban. I was doing that. And I'm also a fashion designer and a mother, so, you know, I couldn't make like every party or, you know, at one point I wanted to, you know, go out and start teaching stepping, but, you know, I just couldn't do it. You know, I just didn't have time to do it.
Right.
Now, as far as a lot of these young guys who start stepping, you know, like in the early 90s when I think original new school started, like with Tick and Dre and, you know, those guys, so they started to, you know, really venturing out, taking it out, you know, to different little cities or whatever, you know, and putting it out there. So, you know, it's a lot of original style steppers who, you know, you got Donnie. Donnie was, you know, was in the King's Club with us. So I think he's doing really, really good now at putting it out. You know, I don't know what format or what style of 6 count, 8 count, whatever he's teaching, but, you know, Donnie is a cold guy. So, you know, he's like I said, he's out there really putting it out there.
Okay,
You know?
question for you. Now, if you remember, or if you even know, where did the count start? And if so, what was it? Was it the 6 count, the 8 count, the 4 count, the 1 count? I don't know. Where did the count start?
Well, you know what? To me, you know, I'm not knocking no one else's history and none of that. But you know, as far as a person who's out teaching, you know, you're gonna get students. You're gonna get people that come into your class want to know what a count is, what is this count, what is that count, or what this move, or what this count to that move. You know, you have to break it down in some form.
Right.
So if anyone is out there teaching a count, you know, you have to break it down, or you don't have to. It all depends on, you know, how you throwing it at your students.
Right.
You know, so as far as a 6 count or 8 count, you know, you have to break it down if you're gonna be out there teaching.
Now, when you learned this dance, did you do to a count, or you all just dance to the rhythm? How did you all do it?
No, we never had no count. We just when we were back in our day, actually we used to start up with the 2-step.
Okay.
Bop at the King's Club, and then we started the 2 bump bop, the double bop. Okay, so a lot of people don't even know about that.
No.
You know,
No.
You do have some people that are trying to do the double bump, which they're not even doing it right. You know what I mean? So, but it gets crazy.
That's a T moment right there. You said they're not doing it right.
Some of them are not doing it right. No, they're not. Because man, like I said, we did it, you know, so hard back in the day, you know, and then as far as getting back to the counting, it was never a count, really. But you know, if you're going to be out there teaching, and by me being a choreographer, when I was on the, you know, with the Chicago Bulls cheerleaders, you know, I mean, a choreographer, you have, if you're going to teach, you have to count. You have to, you know, start out next count. But, you know, that's left up to the instructor, whether they want to teach it that way or not.
Right. Okay, well, let me ask you a question. If you were teaching it, would you teach it to account, or would you just teach it the way you learned it?
I would break it down. I would break it down to account, and then I will also show them, you know, because it's more of a rhythm. It's more of a rhythm and a flow. You know what I'm saying? You got to have both. But you know, I mean, but you know, you get people to come in, you know, beginners, and they want to know, well, what's this step and what's that step? You know, and then you get some advanced people to come in and say, okay, well, no, I am not doing no count, but then just show me what you got. Now, show them what I got.
Okay.
You know, and a lot of people can grasp hold to. A lot of people are, you know, are good dancers. A lot of people are not such good dancers.
Right. I was one of those. Still is.
Oh, really?
I'm one of them. Yeah, I'm not. Let me tell you something. I tell you, I laugh all the time. I said, man, I'm so thankful to stepping. I don't know what to do with myself, because that's the first thing I found that I could actually, that's the first dance. This is the first dance that I found outside of robot and pop lock. Man, that was it.
You know,
so you tell me what is the question as far as the tales of the two cities?
Well,
I mean, is it? I mean, because like I said, you know, I heard and I listened to Casper last week about, you know, this dance came from Detroit. I mean, I'll say like this. I mean, everyone has their own boxing style going on in their city. Okay.
Right.
So as far as what Detroit had going on, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, you got a lot of old schoolers there that were boxing back in the day. You had a lot of old schoolers here in Chicago that were boxing back in the day. So as far as boxing, you know, the original style steppers, said, okay, well, you know, they dancing so hard, they dancing so cold. Well, we're gonna start calling it stepping. So, you know, the stepping name comes from the original bopping.
And so as it understood, and where I can tell you this here, consensus have definitely said that DJ Sam Chapman was the one who gave it the name, so that's been the consensus. So
that has
been. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Yes. You know, but like I said, you know, you had a lot of people, you know, DJs and promoters that was back in the day who kept this thing going. William Barnett, Irving Danny, Sam Chapman, Ray Hurd, Terrible Ted, you know, all the people besides Sam Chapman really don't even get mentioned. You know, who kept this thing going, because if it wasn't for those guys, we wouldn't be at the level that we are at right now.
And I will say this, DJ Sam Chapman did reach out to the show.
Good.
Yes, he did, a couple of days ago. So Sam, thank you for that, and you and I would definitely be talking.
Yes.
So he did reach out. So thank you for that.
And so that's what we've been talking about this whole time, Ms. Darlene, is that the reality for us is that we like to know the history of this dance. Mm-hmm. And like I said, we have no idea what anyone, like I said, we didn't prompt you ahead of schedule as to what you're going to talk about. You know, you're going to talk about the history. You knew that. Mm-hmm. But you have no idea what the questions are going to be, because my thing is this here. We want the show to stay authentic at all times. And so that's why I said when someone says something on this show, we don't have any idea until we all hear it the first time. That's why I asked you the questions that I asked you. And thankfully, because of Sam Chapman, we still got history. And the problem we have right now, Darlene, as I was saying earlier, is that how do you know where your family history is if no one from back in the day is willing to say or tell us about it? And so the same thing with this dance. We thankful that people like Sam Chapman, he's still alive. You're still here. Josiah, when he did his Facebook Live, and some other people that you know has reached out.
Antonio Allen.
Several
people.
Several people have reached out
to give information, and we appreciate it. So we appreciate you as well, Darlene. Let me ask you this question: do you think it's important that a man knows how to follow and a woman knows how to lead?
Of course. a man, I mean, if you call yourself a stepper, the original style steppers, let me tell you, like I said, back before I was dancing, okay, you had some of the colder guys, the boppers back in the day, which was some of my brothers from the West Side. They were all like, leading the women and was just really cold at it. So in order to be a good stepper, you got to know how to lead and you got to know how to follow as a woman.
Okay, another question for you. So would it be safe to say that, I know that, every city is divided up into 4 corners, north, south, east, and west. So is it safe to say that on east part of Chicago, whether it's south side, east side, north side, you all bop, but was it the way you did the dance identified what side of town you came or that you grew up in or that you was from?
Somewhat, because you know what, basically, like I said, I keep mentioning the Kingdom Club Dungeon era because that was my era.
Okay.
But, we knew the guys that come in from the south side, we knew the guys that was from the west side. So it pretty much was kind of like in a competition type of thing, but we all were doing the same thing though.
Okay.
Because like I said, back in our days, nobody danced alike, nobody. But, you got the guys from the west side, my brother Nuts and Skip him, and then you have the guys from the south side, with Taboo and all this. I mean, everybody was cold on their feet. So we all were doing the same thing, it's just mostly the west side and south side. You didn't have too much east side and north side. As you did, but the main ones that was in that era was the south side and west side.
Okay, now which side of town you started doing the split first for the men?
Well, Ty Skippy have always done split.
Okay.
And you have little Alfred, which my brother Nuts taught Alfred how to dance.
Okay.
So Alfred can do a split on the floor or either do a split from your foot all the way to your head and still be on foot.
Wow.
Help us, Lord.
So, but you had the females, you had, Demeter, she was cutting up, getting down. I did a couple of splits, you know what I mean? So, because, huh?
I said, what?
Yeah, I mean, I was a cheerleader, you know what I'm saying? But, but I've always knew how to, dance and split and whatever. But, Demeter, she was doing her thing, Ty Skippy, you had a couple of other ones in the King's Club with it. The Dungeon era that was, doing their thing. But, the King's Club was so wide open, man, you had that whole big old ballroom dance floor. You could do almost, do your thing. And then, like I said, you had the ones that was spinning, like spinning Benny. You know what I mean? So, we were doing it.
Okay, we have a question, I think. I think we have a question. Go ahead and read the question.
Sarah Teagle asks, is anyone documenting this history?
I didn't hear what you said.
The question is, Sarah Tika said, is there anyone documenting this history of the dance? Because the reality, I think the question is simply saying that right now, the reality is, whether we like it or not, we all gonna die. I mean, that's the reality. I started writing the book back about 10 years ago, but I just set it to the side, I thought I'll just go back and pick it up and, just jot down some of the things that I encountered, you know what I mean? Yes.
Coming up in that era, because we are the history of that. I know that
Absolutely.
I am part of the history of that era.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
30 more questions?
Mm-hmm.
We have another.
And that's a good thing, it's a good thing, and so I'm glad to have been a part of that.
You need to pick that book back up, Miss Darlinda, but we have another question.
Yes, I do.
We have another question for you. Hold on.
Buford Collins asks, did the Chicago
I'm
Bop
sorry, I can't hear you.
We'll repeat it.
Did the Chicago Bop and Stepping community also dance New York Hustle or Disco Hustle during 1970s disco era?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh,
Here we
that's
go.
kind of a long one. Hold on.
Read it again.
Did the Chicago Bop and Stepping community also dance New York Hustle or Disco Hustle during the 1970s disco era?
You lost me.
Could you hear her?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, did read it.
Okay, you tell me, Will, because I can hear your voice better.
Okay.
Did the Chicago Bop
Did the Chicago Bop
and Stepping Community also dance New York Hustle
New York Hustle
or Disco Hustle during the disco era?
You know what? I still can understand what you said. The Chicago Bop.
And basically, I guess there must have been a disco bop or hustle.
A disco
or
hustle. New York Hustle.
Or New York
You know what?
hustle.
I don't. You know, the disco hustle. I don't too much remember that.
Okay.
I do know this. Back in the '60s, they had the Big Bill Hill TV show. The people used to go on there and dance, and then they also had, Don Cornelius took the Soul Train out to L.A.
I know you were telling me that from Chicago, right?
They were bopping, huh?
That was from Chicago, and they took it to LA.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The Soul Train.
Don Cornelius, because there was another there was like a dance show that you could go on. Who Don Cornelius was in. I can't think of the guy's name, but I do remember because a lot of the people, a lot of boppers used to go on there on that show and dance and bop.
Okay.
So, you know, it may have been a few that was doing the hustle, but, you know, looking at the hustle is not what we did.
Okay, so y'all basically more boppers, and the hustle was something more up north, like New York area.
No, it's more bopping is more like a swing type of, you know, him and her, you know, and you're swinging her around and he's swinging you around, or, you know, and together in a rhythm type of format.
Let me ask you a question, Darlene. I'm sorry, go ahead. No,
you go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. I'd like to know, would you be willing to get someone to video you and whoever you know that you dance, you know, of course you dance great with anyone, I'm pretty sure. But would you really get someone to video you and whoever you of your choosing to just kind of do that and post it on your page so people can kind of see what you all did back then? Because right now, again, when I go out, even when I'm in Chicago, honestly speaking, I've been to Chicago 4 times now. And I have yet to see anyone do it the way it used to be done. And I sit back and pay attention. I watch a lot. So are you willing, or would you willing to do like a video, get someone to video you and your dance partner of choice to do the dance of maybe 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and then post it on your page so people like myself and those beyond us can see it?
Yeah, I'll be willing to do something like that. I have to go and wake my brother nut up, you know. he's
awesome.
He's a real good stepper as well. You know, he don't come out like he used to back in the day. You know.
But Nut, I need you to get up and get on this video, Nut. Thank you. Do we have a question?
And you know what? I think the reason for that is right now, you know, it's a lot of people that want to learn how to step, and there's a lot of people that are learning stepping, and they're learning more of a new school type of stepping. This is just what I think.
Okay, I have a question for you.
I am getting ready to start my classes.
Okay.
So yeah, and I'll be teaching original style stepping, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So you know, and I'm starting out on the west side.
Awesome.
Darlinda, you just we dropped some bombshells on this show. Darlinda Russell is starting a class.
Well, you know what? It really isn't a bunch. You know, I did go out to LA. I dared to teach. I think about a couple years ago. You know, and so when I went out there to teach, you know, I was trying to show them, you know, what we did, the original style, but they were so new school, you know. So I said, well, either you all could take what I got, add it to what you got, or either throw it out.
Yeah,
so,
it's about opening the mind up. It's difficult because I struggled with it. I am the instruction that I'm getting now it teeters a little bit more on the old school.
Yeah, because you know what, I think a lot of it has been watered down a little bit. You know, and I mean, it's good to see that it has gone on and it's going to continue to go on, but a lot of it has been watered down. You know, they're not really doing the footwork. They're just jumping around. A lot of them just jump around. So if they take their time, you know what I mean, critique themselves on how we used to do, slow it down, you know, and get a smooth style of stepping. I think that because a lot of these new schoolers are really coming back over to old school to learn the old school.
That's
Totally.
true, yeah.
That's
Question
a true
for you.
statement.
Now here's a
Last
question.
last question.
Yes,
for
last
Mr.
question
Because we
before
need
we
to move on.
got okay. So last question. Now, have you ever competed in the world's largest and won, or just competed in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just have won. I won with Pete Fraser. I won with Tony Dow. I won with me and Tate did met back in here, but Tate was my very first separate partner. Okay?
Oh, wow.
And my brother Nut, I done won with him 1,000 times, and he used to take every time there was a contest. You know, he used to take my money. And, you know, wouldn't give me my hat. And so when I get home, I tell my mother, and she said, you better get that money. You wouldn't take my half. You take my half, you know. So, but of course, you know, of course.
Awesome.
Like I said, we could see so much back in the day. You know, it was just really just crazy. It was West Side against South Side, girl on girl, man on man. You know, and then we had. You know, it really wasn't a frequent competition style of a dancing. I mean, a competition, but you know, dancing threes and fours. I mean, we was doing it.
Well, you know what, Miss Darlinda, I on behalf of the show, talking to you with Tika and
Co-host Will.
we are so honored that you have taken your morning to speak with us. I know we will be talking to you again very, very soon. Hopefully, you'll be visiting.
Yeah, cool.
Hopefully, you'll be visiting Atlanta. The top of the year for the Heritage Ball in February. Hopefully you'll be down, and hopefully you'll be open to doing maybe a live interview with us.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys heard it right here, Miss Darlinda Russell. Thank you so much.
Y'all come give some thumbs up, some hearts, you know, let us know you
That
all
you guys
appreciate her,
enjoyed
y'all
that.
enjoy what she had to say. So Darlinda, we'll be in communication with you, and we thank God for you.
Thank you so
All
much,
right, thank
sweetheart.
you so much. I
Thank
appreciate it. I
you.
had a good time.
Thank
All
you,
right.
honey.
All
Thank
right.
you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
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 All right, guys, what do you think about that? Let me
All
see
right.
some hearts, some thumbs up, some somethings. We getting thumbs up over there? This one is not moving on. Will pick?
They kind of give him time, give him
Oh,
time, give him
Lord.
time.
Oh.
Give him time, give him time.
Well, honey, Darlinda just gave us the business. We got a question?
No, a comment that Tony Dow is doing a documentary.
So
Wow.
Tony, wow. So those y'all know Tony Dow. I think he's in LA now, up in California area. Great guy. Very humble. Love his personality. So yeah, he's doing a documentary. That's awesome.
That's awesome. So guys, when you hear about it, let us know. If we hear about it, we'll let you know. How about that? Go ahead.
There was a comment. If you go to the east of the Ryan, they have a lot of the original style stepping.
And that's why I saw it. I actually visited in April, and I went to the east of the Rhine, and I was completely blown away. Just the style. I actually met our next guest there.
Okay.
The top of the year. But yeah, you see a lot of the traditional dancing, a lot of it. So let's go on with our next guest. Hold on one moment. Did I give you her number? Well, that's a problem. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, so the East of the Rhine, definitely. I hope you guys are enjoying these interviews. I'm about getting the information and going to the source. You know, this woman here is dancing 40 plus years. Won several contests. So let's go on with the next guest.
Hello?
Well, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Well,
Hello. Good afternoon.
Well, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you. Don't say your name yet. We're going to see if people can recognize your voice. So say some fact about you that people should know. And see if they can guess who you are.
That I'm fashionable. I have fast and swift feet.
Fast and what?
And swift feet.
Fast and swift feet.
Fast and swift feet. Who knows who that is? Does anybody know who that is? Let me
Come on,
ask
y'all.
you this. This is a major question I have to ask. How tall are you?
5 feet.
5. Okay, y'all, come on. Somebody just called it out.
Who won?
Who won?
April Cliff.
April Cliff
April
already know
Cliff.
who
Say
it was, baby.
whoever Cliff said it is.
Johnny.
Johnny.
That's it, baby.
What's up, Johnny?
April, I hope you didn't shoot off the flyer. You didn't look at the flyer, did you, girl? Okay, well, hold on. We're going to get your picture up here. We're going to start this interview. Thank you so much for opening up your morning for us. We appreciate it.
You are welcome.
We are totally. Miss Janice, listen, baby, how long have you been dancing?
Well, I started the dance in 1977,
Okay.
which makes it about somewhere like 39 years.
Wow.
And how many contests have you won?
Oh, I can't even keep up with the contest, but if you want to say how many WLSC, World's Largest Budweiser, and the Golden Draft contest, exactly 3 entries, and each time I entered, I won.
Wow. Okay, now. All right, now. You know, I was afforded an opportunity, actually, Johnny, to see you. I want to say it's a couple years ago, and Pete Frazier had you on, brought you up on the stage, and you was dancing with, I want to say it was your brother that you was dancing with, and man, y'all was up there getting it in.
Yes, the legendary category.
Yes, legendary, yes.
Let me ask you, Janice, what makes a legend a legend?
Well, so my way of explaining a legend, it's a person that is very articulate at what they do and that they become popular in what they're doing. So that's what makes me the legend that I am today.
Well, let me say this, Janice. Now, you know, I have to go ahead and throw it out there because just is what we do. Now, people have said about you, Miss Janice, that you don't bite your tongue. You say what you want to say when you want to say it, and how you want to say it. Is that true?
Yes, very much so.
Is your attitude, who gonna check me, boo?
No, you don't have to have a problem with that. I just say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
All right.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm sipping tea.
Now, Johnny, so what side of town did you grow up on? Or are you still on that side of town in Chicago?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, Woodline.
Woodline. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you had an opportunity to hear us on with Miss Darlinda, but I think she's on the west side.
Yes.
And I remember when I was speaking with her prior to the show, she would say west side is the best side.
Well, actually, we all are the best side because
I like
as
that.
far as this stepping thing has concerned, it didn't just stop at south or west. It was north and east side as well.
Okay.
I love that. You know
Okay.
what?
That's awesome.
I love that answer. I love that.
Now, question for you, Johnny. Was stepping a way of life? And a couple of reasons I'm asking this. Was it a way of life? Because now I do know that the history that I see on TV, and again, this is all TV. Now, was stepping a way of life to stay out of games, or was it? I mean, kind of was it in the games or not in the games? Or that stepping kept you all away from that kind of stuff, or did it play a part either way?
It played a part. It played a part. Actually, when stepping was actually named stepping, which was back in the 70s, you had to be about something. You had to be a player, a pimp, a writer. You had to be a thief. You had to be a gambler. You had to be about something.
Okay.
In order to really interact with the stepping family.
Wow. Wow.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because it was an image that really steppers, when it became stepping, and the way it was back then, it was for players and pimps.
Wow. Wow, that
and
is
hustler.
okay. Now that's a first for us. Now I'm sorry. Wow, that is.
So is that why the people that wear the 12-piece and 15-piece suits don't want to sweat because they were pimps?
Well, see, that stuff started in the 90s. When we danced and dressed back then, everybody wore custom clothes that actually was fashionable, that went into the game. It represented something. It wasn't about these 18-piece suits and all that with the hat and the cover and all that. We didn't ever dress like that back then.
Really?
Got my glasses on.
No, that just started after in the 90s.
Okay.
So I noticed when I go and visit Chicago, most of the people that you obviously they've been dancing a while. They always have on custom-made clothes.
Majority of time.
So
Yes.
that's a status thing.
But see, it's a difference. It depends on where you were getting your clothes custom made back then. And some of them, like Michael Dabney, he has always tailored his clothes. Calvin Jarrett, which is Taboo. George Macaroni, he used to sew. Darlinda Russell, she sewed. But actually, me, myself, I used to go to Fox Brothers tailor shop and back then, and I also used to go to a tailor shop called Rabs and R&B.
So you're basically saying back then you wouldn't buy off the rack.
Well, back then I would buy off the rack, but the majority of times, like I said, the representation that we had back then, which was images. So we letting people know that we have our clothes custom, because see, we had our name embroidered on the outside.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay, we got a question.
For you. Hold on.
Did any old school boppers fight to change the name to Stepping?
Did any old school boppers fight to change the name to Step? I think Sam Chapman actually gave it that name.
What did they fight?
Well, actually, what had happened was some of the greats of back then in the 70s, that was my era. Okay, my older sister and brother and them used to box, but my era came in the 70s. And when I started to dance, I recognized Sam Chapman one time saying at a party, that's not boxing, that's stepping right there. And that's when the name stepping began.
So it had nothing to do about no fighting for the name, it was just something that was tagged by Sam Chapman.
Yes, because it was a difference in the dance. First of all, it was a lot of footage, mainly footwork, style, and it wasn't a normal box. It was something that you would, I'm talking about, live to see for, have trained for.
Because I see you lead. Do you think it's important that a woman knows how to lead and a man knows how to follow?
It's not important. It's just something that you may grasp, Tika, something that you may grasp in the dance by dancing so long, you eventually start inheriting to lead, on your own.
Okay, I have a question for you that's on here. It said, does original stepping use bop music and does it have a lane?
Well, first of all, original style stepping comes from any music.
Okay.
So that means if it's a slow, intermediate, or up.
Okay, up tempo, okay.
That's what original is, because you are originally putting your own style to the music, because the music is the melody. All you have to do is snap and beat and follow the music.
So when you come up in this dance, I asked this question earlier, now did you dance to a count or you just dance to the rhythm?
Never was a count. It was never a count.
So now where did the count start at?
In the 90s, when somebody created that themselves. Where it came from, I could never tell you. All I did was got on the floor to whatever music that was being played, and I took care of my business.
She said I took care of my business. Now I have seen some videos of you, Miss Lady, and you have this custom. Well, this your signature, and it's this bend down like this squat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you? I know you're leading the person to do that, but when did you come up with that? Because I'm assuming that's yours.
Well, it's not really mine. What had happened was years ago. I don't know if you see me hop and skip sometimes.
I have seen that. Now that I've seen.
And that's because there was another legend by the name of Tyrone Winfield, better known as Scott Skippy. He used to dance with me, and I used to fake my turns and fake my footage. So he would kick my ankle a lot in the dance to make me do this. So I hop in my dance a lot. It's just like a habit.
Because he was kicking on you.
He would kick my ankle to make me bring my lazy leg up.
You know what? I'm hearing that when you guys were learning this dance, you guys were beat up a lot to get it. Like it wasn't no gentle thing. It was like, listen, get your butt out here and do this.
Well, actually, Tika, see, I always fake a lot of stuff in style. Like, just say if I'm finna slip. If I'm finna slip, I'm gonna turn that slip into a split.
Wait. Go back, baby. Go back. I'm gonna need you to come on back. Wait. Come on back, baby. You know I'm ready to go. You flip?
I would just say if I would slip in the dance.
Oh, slip? I thought you said flip. I'm going, what in the world?
No, she said she would slip.
You would slip, but you would turn it into a split.
Right. I would turn that into a split, and no one would be able to catch that I really was finna slip. And
Wow.
I turned that into a split.
Oh,
wow.
The way my body's set up. If I slip, I just fail. I mean, I really just fail. I mean, honestly, Latika just failed. I'm just gonna be honest. So, I mean, what made you be able to, like, what is your background that would give you so much flexibility to just go right into a split? What were you doing before?
Well, actually, I used to be a tumbler, and I used to actually dance in the sock hops in high school, and people would have a hat going around, and they would be like playing, put in a tape with JBs on it, and they would be like, go to work, Johnny, or do this and that, and I'd be where that hat at? So they'd get the hat going, and then I would go to work from one end of the house to the next.
You know what? So obviously, let me tell you a couple things I've surmised. I need to be a cheerleader. I need to know how to make my clothes.
Yeah.
I need to know how to slip with a split.
Yeah.
I got it. Thank you. I got it now. But let me ask you this. You've been in several contests. Can you give us some of the names of the people that you've partnered with in the contest and won that we may know?
That I've won or been in a contest with? Well, I'm going to throw some names out there. Demita, Darlinda, Lil Carla, Tootie, Tay Susu, Danella, Colleen, Teresa, Janice from the West Side, Linda Faye, Debbie, Rachelle, Pam Perry, JoJo, Cheryl, Diane from the West Side, the Foxettes, Belinda, Pat, Mary, China Down, Frida, Speedy, Sandra, Granny, Taboo, Frida, Little Regina, Beverly, Tina, Cheryl.
Wait a minute. Wait, you was in a contest with these people?
I've been in contests with so many people and danced against the best. I'm talking about guys like, my brother Phil. I've even danced against him. Taboo, Lil Mike, Alfred Craig, Willie Cage. I can name so many. Barry, Vic, Lil Thaddeus, Lil Joe, Bobby, Edward Keys, Tracy Dawg, Ty Skippy, Big Mike, Womack, George Macaroni, Michael Dabney, Donnie Davis, Bishop Magic Wand, Andre Atkins, Willie Bell Worm, Tada, Dirk.
Who have you? You know what?
I can go on and on.
Listen to me. Do you get intimidated at all on the dance floor?
Well, actually, I come when I'm entering the contest. I come with flavor to win.
You know what? Can this flavor be taught or bought?
No, not with me. It can't be bought. It can't be bought.
Wow.
No, you just have to, Tika, this is my form. When you're ready for the dance, just listen to the music. When you're ready for the floor, you have to give something different from what you normally do in just a normal part. And that's style, creativity, attire, and you have to go to work. Now, in my era of dancing, of course, I never got a chance to pick music. So all of this is something new.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
We just had to dance to the music, and that was it. I danced against 72 couples in 1990 at the world's largest steppers contest at the Western Hotel, 1990.
You said 72 couples?
I danced against 72 couples.
Wow, my God.
72 couples.
Wow.
72. Did you win?
Of course.
She said that sounds
Like I did you ask me.
right. Like how can you insult me and
I
ask me such a
that
stupid question? Honestly. Wow.
Now, Janice, were you a skater also?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I keep hearing, Tika, time and time now, more and more, for anyone from Chicago, they was skaters and steppers, or boppers at that time, boppers, skaters and. Would that be safe to say?
Well, actually, it was a thing that was going on back then. Skating was really like an activity, but stepping was more serious.
Okay. Okay.
So, you know, when you're on the skate floor, that's one thing. You just skating with a crowd of people, but to know how to do this dance, that was a problem.
So now let me ask you another question. So I may have asked it, but I forgot the answer. So is it safe to say that you really had to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody to even get into stepping and bopping back then?
Well, it wasn't so much that you had to know somebody. You had to be somebody when you were stepping at the parties back then. Because if you weren't, you got whooped.
What? What?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Say that one more time. Did I misunderstand? You said if you didn't do it right, you got whooped?
No, not if you did it right. If you wanted to be a part of the stepping game back then, you had to be somebody. So it was more of an image thing. But guess what? It was so much togetherness back then.
Okay.
Everybody wasn't all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew each other, and we all respected.
Ooh, you just hit on a whole
And you know,
topic.
respect goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
A long way.
Yes, it does. And you actually touched into an area that, like Tika just said, you touched in an area that I think, and I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think that's one piece of it now in this time that's missing.
It's separate. Everything is
separate.
separated.
You know, it's like, you know, it's like people get upset if you come to their class and you go to somebody else's class, they get upset about it because
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Class, that was just like an insult.
Okay.
Because I could pull you on the floor, and before you leave the floor that night at whatever party, guess what? You knew the basic fundamentals to this day.
Wow.
Ain't no weak term, long term, steady paying $10, $20, $30 to come to no class, and you don't know the fundamentals to the basics.
Ooh.
Wow.
You're going to learn them basics right there that night. Now, when you keep feeling the music, that's going to upgrade you to another level. Because then, back then, you was going to learn how to dance to a different variety of music. Which you were going to actually inherit your own style to the music. I mean, I started off dancing to Bloodstone, which
missing. That's what my brother taught me off of in the house. But as I gradually danced, I was dancing to Pastor P, Fred Wesley and the Horny Horn, Parliament. I was taking it to another level by dancing to George Benson, Barry White, Love an Orchestra Limited. So you get people like dancing to Mr. Magic by George Benson or any of his jazz, and you still got to learn how to. See, we called it floating on the floor. We used to float.
Wow.
And I think that's a big part. I think is missing now. You don't have a lot of folks don't have a flow. It's just steps. Let me just get through the steps.
Everybody is into what you call a group image, which would not make that fun of the times of stepping. Everybody is groupie. No, we never. You can dance with a 9-stepper, and I can make you still look good.
Wow.
You know what?
Now, you already have lanes back then in bopping, is that correct?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay.
All lanes learn how to dance in one day, too. Yeah.
Say that again?
I said all lanes learn how to dance the same day, too.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, let me ask you something. Would you be willing to? Are you coming to the Heritage Ball in February?
Yes, I am. I booked my ticket, my flight ticket, 2-3 months now.
How about that? Would you be willing to sit down with us live when you get here?
Of course.
Now, a question for you, Johnny. And also, I asked this question earlier also. Now, what happened, and I, because like right now, we've been on this journey now, talking about tradition versus evolution. And it was really just kind of like I said, if no one teaches you the history, you have no idea where you came from, what you even talking about just family right now. If no one taught you the history of your family, you really wouldn't know who your ancestor, you wouldn't know nothing. And so I feel the same way about this dance. It's because of young ladies like yourself that's been in the game a long time. You're bringing some history to us that we don't know. And I guess the question I have is, how come someone, even back then, didn't keep what you all were doing, I guess in a sense, still alive? Because right now, and you said it earlier, or it was said earlier, or you said it, is dance is so watered down now, is that we really don't know how it was done. If I didn't get a chance to see you on the stage that time I was at the world's largest, I would have, that was one of my first times actually seeing the way it used to be done. And
well, actually, let me cut in for 1 second.
Okay.
What had happened was, in the 90s, people started taking this dance as though it had to be taught in a class.
Okay.
So people started to take this dance not only in a class but on the road. Because see, stepping had that. Because not to say anything against anybody, but some people were doing other things, and I don't want to say that,
right,
on this. But some people took it upon themselves to do other things. So you had legends that were really, shall I say, sick at the time.
Okay.
And so stepping had that.
Okay.
So myself, others, Demeter, people like Darlinda, several people were still interacting with the stepping community, and Sam Chapman kept stepping live.
Okay.
Because even some of the DJs were doing other things. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
I totally follow.
Sam Chapman just kept on until people gradually start coming back around and coming back out to support the dance. So at this point, you had people that started going out of town, making like they were instructors, instructing classes, and this is what they're doing. Okay, of course, people like us, if you get somebody that comes to you and tell you that they just hire you in person, we selling these purses, and they call Gucci. But then you got Ferragamo that's still on the side, but they still up there with the high end. But you believing it that this Gucci is gonna blow up. So they selling themselves is actually what they were doing. I didn't charge no one a dime, and no one charged me a dime because my brother taught me his dance for free. I took off with it. He still do the dance and knows everything that I was taught by him. But guess what? I became more active and created more of my own style to it. And I eventually had blew up.
Wow.
But I danced against the greatest, some of the best of the best, and won many times against some of the best. I lost plenty, but I won many. So, like I said, some people have went on the road, and people like me or others have been left behind, and they don't give them history of really legends. They got to make their money, so they hustle people and tell them, look, I did this, that, I won 80 contests. I feel as though it don't matter how many contests I entered, I won. And I have a legendary stamp that's been validated. So I don't need anyone to give me any up today because I actually built my own name years ago. Wow. And any DJ that was DJing back then, my name will come out there now.
And you know what? That is Bible. Everyone I've spoken to, if they start to give names, you're always in the list.
Right.
Everybody I've ever spoken to, your name is in the list. So for that, I commend you, my sister.
Yes, absolutely. And one thing I said earlier, and I said, and I understand that something was said, and I hate to say this, but I got to be honest about it. If what was said had not been said, we would. And I first want to go back and say, I'm thankful to Josiah who stepped up to the plate and did a go live, and he said, "Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute here now." And so, thankfully, because of him, a lot of people, because what you said earlier, I felt like that the dance had got kind of dormant for some of the old schoolers who did this dance. They just disappeared. Mm-hmm. But based on what was said, it really brought them out. And I'm so glad that, that you all are out now, you all are talking up. Say, wait a minute, that's not true stuff right there. Let's talk about this, at least,
or a different perspective. Not saying it may not necessarily be true, but a different perspective. And we respect everybody's perspective, if you will. We are not by any means going to go out and start doing our own research and bring it to you from our mouths. Right. We're going to go to the people that were actually doing it. And if that's their perspective, that's their perspective.
Because what you can't take away from anyone, as I said earlier, is their account. We don't know if it's true or false, because at the end of the day, your perspective is your reality.
That's it.
Because that's what you know about what you came up in.
And it's all a matter of what you feel is right for you. Like if somebody tells me something, if that rings true to me and it feels right to me, I'm going to believe that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have two people with two different, it depends on whether your glass is half full or half empty.
Right.
That's the way I look at certain things. So I appreciate you. We have to wrap it up, but I do have you on, I have you documented. There's a little shade right there. I have you documented and saying that you're going to be on Talking Tea with Tika and
co-host Will
when you get here in February. So you can't backtrack because I have it recorded.
Okay.
And Miss Darlinda, if you still listening, which I know you probably are, I have you on recording as well.
Yes.
How about that? And Josiah, I'm reaching out to you. I'm gonna put you on blast. I would like to speak to you when you come in February. How about that?
Yes.
But at any rate, I appreciate you so much, sweetheart. You and I have spoken so much over the last couple of days. It has just been amazing. I'm sure I'll be reaching back out to you again, so hopefully you won't block my number.
I will not.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it that you two had chosen me, myself, to just give some history. You have some other people that probably give you some, but see, I'm speaking from 70s, 80s. I can't tell you 60s, I can't tell you 50s.
Exactly.
I'm just speaking from 70s, 80s, my era.
And I appreciate
when
that.
When it took off with account was created in the 90s. There was never account in my era. We got on the floor, we did what we did. I used to step like a goofy once upon a time, crossover, rock. I had no rhythm. You follow what I'm saying? Until I picked up on listening to other music.
Right.
Let me ask you this, and I know we have to close. I'm a person that was actually taught by account. I'm starting to transition to just dancing to the rhythm and feeling it and all of that. Would I be able to follow you?
Of course.
All right.
Is that because I'm so good or you so good?
No, it's because I'm going to take you out of account.
All right.
You heard that, didn't you?
All right.
Every demonstration that I have ever presented, I do not work with account. I have did private. I have also did workshops. And guess what? My workshops, my privates, are never with account.
Wow.
Now, Johnny's one thing I'd like to ask of you that I asked earlier, Darlinda, would you be willing to do maybe a one song demonstration and get somebody to video it for you and you post it on your page so people can see you? Because like I said, a lot of people watching this show, and I want them to get an opportunity to see you in action. So would you be willing to get someone to record you, your partner of choice, and then post it on your page? Can we have that this week before this week is out?
Yes.
Awesome.
You know, but I love you so much. Denise. Thank you so much. Girl, thank you.
Thank you so kindly as well.
Thank you, sweetheart. Enjoy the rest of your day. On behalf of the show, thank you so much.
All right, be blessed.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Whoo, what y'all think?
That's all. I can't even post them because as soon as they post those videos, we're gonna also post them also so that way for those if you're not friends with her, we're gonna get them, post them, we're gonna share them out to Talking to Tika Co. So we're gonna get them shared out there to you all so you all can see them and everything. So you know, yeah.
But guys, thank you so much. We're gonna wrap it up because I think we've been going for about an hour and a half.
Yes.
Listen, I know y'all have things to do. Because steppers are always busy. We never clean our houses. We don't have time. So today is the day that you need to clean your home, right?
Yes. And
wash some clothes and do things like that so you can go out tonight.
Yeah, and there's a question here. I'm gonna probably lean to no. There's a question here. Okay. Did any old school boppers fight the name change to stepping? I'm gonna probably lean to no for one reason, simply because all of them have all been saying the same thing, that stepping was tagged by DJ Sam Chapman. And so from that, they've all they've all embraced it. I mean, when I say we've got so many, look at the old show from last week. They've all look at Josiah's video. It's out there as well. It's all have embraced that name. So I'm gonna probably lean to.
We'll give that to Sam.
We'll drop that off next week to Sam to see how many people went against it. Okay.
All right. I think did we have any more questions we want to address right now? Nope.
All right.
Guys, we love you guys
so
very much. And party. We wish.
And let's not forget, we got the Icebreaker coming up on next weekend, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. It was called the Blue Light Basement Party. Okay. And so let's not forget to go to www.atlicebreakers.com for more information on that. If not, go to Lamont Twins page. You'll see information on his page as well.
We have the YOLO Steppers coming up on October 22nd, celebrating the stars. Go to YOLOsteppers.com for information on that. We've made mention to the Heritage Ball a lot, so you go to www.heritageball.com and get information and your tickets on that.
Yes.
Remember the people that we have in prayer. Continue to keep them in your thoughts and prayers.
Yes.
And on that note, we know we're gonna let you guys go on through Saturday. We appreciate you guys for joining us.
Yes.
See you next Saturday as well.
God bless. We love you.